So breaking news, as if you guys know, last night during the debate, Bernie Sanders was endorsed by Ilhan Omar and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and the media pretty much included the whole squad besides Ayanna Pressley, who is from Massachusetts, so you can guess. But Ilhan Omar made it official. Ilhan Omar made wrote a whole letter, and she's endorsing Bernie. And then she actually made a video, but I'm just gonna kind of read what she said. She said, I have had the opportunity to work with Bernie Sanders up close on major policy initiatives. This summer, we introduced a bill to cancel $1.6 trillion in student debt paid by a small tax on Wall Street speculation. This week, we announced another bold plan to provide school meals year-round to every student who wants one. I've seen the values that motivate him and is committed to building a movement that represents marginalized communities across the country. Then she he's building a working class movement to defeat Donald Trump that transcends generation, ethnicity, and geography. And then she says he's a leader with strength and courage. He says that of her, and she will not back down. So they are co-heading several critical pieces of legislation in Congress, and so it's no surprise that she is endorsing him. However, we have to note that it takes a lot of courage to endorse Bernie, because still he's an outsider in regards to the establishment. He's still standing against the status quo and against the establishment. So the fact that she's endorsing him, unlike Elizabeth Warren did, is already really telling. And of course, everybody is reporting, and it was confirmed by Nina Turner herself, that AOC is also endorsing him at the big rally on Saturday in New York City. But to clarify, when all of this was going on, they had said that Rashida was actually going to endorse Bernie, but she actually has not endorsed Bernie. She's actually holding off for now because she wants to kind of hear what the people in her district are saying, etc. So she has not endorsed Bernie yet.
Yeah.
I have my issues with Rashida based on the BDS stuff. Actually, if you really look at her record, it's kind of shifty. But I would be surprised if she doesn't endorse Bernie. I mean, there's really nobody else she should endorse. She in no way, shape, or form can endorse Elizabeth, bomb kids and bomb hospitals because of Hamas Warren. We'll see what happens, but let's play the
Hold on,
clip.
I want to say something real quick about that too, as well. Because when it comes, first of all, you made a statement too, and let me say this. I'm going to say this right now. This is different times. It's a different era. So for me, the squad should have done this earlier. Most of them, all of them, because the people that put them there are the progressives. We didn't put them there to go and pony up and make love to the establishment, to join them. We put them there to replace them, to fight them. And when it comes to AOC, and especially Rashid, she was sounding the horns for impeachment more than anybody. She was one of the front runners of the squad for this. They all have kind of disappointed me on impeachment. But let me make this clear: they have no choice to do this if they want their political career to go on.
Right.
If they don't do that, they are done, out, whatnot. It is different times. You can't look at the old playbook. We got to look at the new playbook and the new times. And just like Donald Trump beat back the establishment, Bernie's going to beat back the establishment right here. So I'm very proud that these ladies finally did it.
Yeah, and I just think that, it did take courage though still to do this, because of how they've been setting themselves up to be kind of echoing the centrist chamber. And I haven't been particularly happy either with the squad in regards to their foreign policy. However, I'm extremely, extremely happy that they have endorsed Bernie. I think this is going to help him so much, and it's going to be interesting to see the centrist tiers of all the people who love the squad but hate Bernie. And that's what I've been kind of like, because they have been kind of, building that sort of centrist support. But now that they've endorsed Bernie, you're going to see that centrist support dwindle a little bit.
Well, the centrists have been kind of gotten behind them because these ladies have kind of stepped in line when it comes to the Democratic Party in certain areas where they oppose them and stuff. So, I mean, that's why. And here's the thing. I have been upset when it comes to the ladies, the squad, in foreign policy. But just like AOC, she has a chance to get better. she has a chance to grow. I'm willing to let her grow and see her grow and see her improve,
Who?
especially AOC.
Oh, okay.
Especially on foreign policy. Rashida, Ilhan, all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I have you know what I'm saying? I want them to get away from, I would have liked for all of these ladies to step aside when it came to impeachment, because what they're impeaching him on. But last night, too, with Bernie Sanders saying emoluments, he hit it right there. He's hitting the right notes. And I hope the squad improves when it comes to foreign policy. We can change. I'll give them time to change when it comes to Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Adam Schiff, all the other schmucks, Nancy Pelosi. There's no room for change. It's time for bye-bye.
Yeah, they need to go. They need to get out of here. And so, I mean, I think also, you know, they are running for re-election, so I think this is part of it as well. So I want to play the little clip of Nina confirming AOC, and she did this with Cenk from TYT.
Washington Post just reported that the special guest is going to be Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez in the Queens, and she's going to endorse Bernie Sanders. Is that correct?
Yes, the Congresswoman is going to endorse Senator Bernard Sanders, and very much in keeping, Cenk, as you know, in 2016, the senator won 5 million more votes than Mr. Trump and Secretary Clinton among the millennial class. He set in motion the foundation where a Congresswoman, where an Ocasio-Cortez could be Congresswoman, and other people who came in her class in 2018. This is a beautiful thing to enhance and accentuate the fact that young people in this country know where the vitality and the vigor is, and it is with a 78-year-old man by the name of Bernard Sanders by way of Brooklyn in Vermont who is holding it down. So if anybody has any concerns about him, I got to quote the great LL Cool J, who said, "Don't call it a comeback, baby. I've been here for years." And that's Senator Bernie Sanders. I'm going to knock you out. Mama said, knock you out. Establishment class, Senator Bernard Sanders is coming for you, and he has a team of people all around him, from the everyday people of this nation to people like Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, who is standing up saying he is the one to lead this country to transcendence.
Senator Nina Turner, pleasure as always. Thank you.
Okay, so Nina Turner confirmed that, and it was nice. You know, her fire, her excitement over everything was nice to see.
Yep. You know, anybody who quotes LL Cool J in my mind, forget about him. I'm going to knock you out. And he has been here for years, so I love his policies continuing on, and it's awesome.
I also want to show you guys what happened when Elizabeth Warren found out. So Elizabeth Warren found out right on air, it seems, and I want you to see her reaction. And then Pasta, you have the other video? Or
Johnny has the other video,
okay,
as far as like what she said in the
yeah. So this something weird happened too. So let's look at what Elizabeth Warren said when she found out.
Senator, your staff is telling us that we have to let you go. You've been very generous with your time, but before you go, I do want to get your reaction. Senator Bernie Sanders on the stage alluded to the fact that he was having this big rally in Queens, and he was going to have special guests. We have found out, CNN has been told by sources that Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez from New York, Ilhan Omar from Minnesota, and Rashida Tlaib from Michigan are going to be endorsing Senator Sanders. You're in the progressive lane with him as well. I know that those are three allies of yours as well. What do you make of that? Are you disappointed that they're not endorsing you?
Look, I have great respect for all three of those women. I think they are terrific. And here's what I know for sure. When this primary is over, we're all going to be on the same side.
All right, Senator Elizabeth Warren, Democrat of Massachusetts, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. So she seemed a little bit fake, like a little bit like, oh, I can't show any emotion. Like she was smiling through the whole thing, which isn't normal. She had the same facial expression throughout the whole thing. I don't think she expected that. I think she was kind of vying for AOC. AOC's been kind of flirting with her, like flirting with Kamala Harris. But this is why so many people are like, is she going to endorse Bernie? Is she going to endorse Bernie? And, you know, I think this is critical not just for Bernie, but for AOC too. A lot of her base is entirely a progressive, and she can't afford to lose it. But I want you guys to pay attention to what Johnny's going to show you guys in a minute, because it's really weird that she
so